What's up YouTube, it's Elijah One Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K25 new gen gameplay video. And in today's video we are going to be using the 7'3" toxic inside masher in the rec center where we drop 44 points and 21 rebounds. Now I just dropped this build yesterday and I have a ton of gameplays with this build. As you guys have seen, I've been averaging 25 points and 21 rebounds per game. In this gameplay you're about to see, I think at this point I was averaging 23 and 21, but still, this build an absolute monster for random rec center. 7'3" with a legend inside finishing badges that you get. It is extremely hard to stop this build. Plus with that max wingspan and a 92 offensive rebound, it is just absolutely insane. And in this gameplay, we are up against a unique rare build name, but he is only 6'10", but you will see in a little bit in a few moments here as we get into this gameplay. But first, let's run through the attributes and I'll give you my animations once again, just in case this is your first time seeing this video, this build, this channel, whatever it might be. So we're gonna give you guys everything. So again, for the attributes, a 99 close shot and it's 7'3" with legend Paint Prodigy, like I was just speaking about. Absolutely OP at 7'3", super hard to stop. You pretty much have to jump at it. And again, with that 97 post control and Hall of Fame post poet, you hit him with a pump fake or two, it's extremely hard for them to stop you. And if they mistime that jump, pretty much an automatic bucket. And of course, the 95 standing dunk with my max badge +1 at the moment for legend rise up is absolutely insane with elite big man contact dunks at 7'3". But of course, like I mentioned in the build video, with my first 5 cap breakers, I will be going +4 to my standing dunk and +1 to my vertical so I can get legend rise up. And then I can move my max badge +1 over to my rebounding to get Hall of Fame rebound chaser. And then of course, once we get our second set of cap breakers, I will be going +4 to my offensive rebound, so that will get us Hall of Fame rebound chaser, and I'm going to leave my max badge +1 on there. So then you can turn Hall of Fame rebound chaser into legend rebound chaser to match all the insane inside finishing legend badges and turn this build into even more of a beast. And for our defense, we only do get an 84 block and a 70 interior defense. That does give us silver paint patroller, and you still can definitely get blocks. So I believe we get 2 or 3 in this upcoming gameplay. And of course, you're an absolutely massive body at 7'3" and an 8-foot wingspan. You can cover a lot of ground. A 62 perimeter defense, so we can get bronze and movable enforcer. And again, that is a tier 2 badge, so I will be putting a max badge +1 onto that to get silver and movable enforcer because we only have a 71 strength. So a lot of people were questioning the strength on this build as well too, but all the gameplays that I've gotten, I'm still averaging 20 and 20. This build is so tall, and again, a 70 vertical at 7'3" with a max wingspan, you can definitely snag. And you have that 92 offensive rebound, you make sure you box out, get position. It is super hard to box this build out and keep it off the glass. Again, I've played against all kinds of center builds, 7'1s, 7'2s with 91 strength, high rebounding and everything. They can definitely still hold your own, but you can also hold your own against them. You're probably both going to end up with 20 and 20s. It's just an absolute battle. But of course, that 60 speed, that is also very nice for 7'3". That's one of the bonuses of going 230 pounds. You still get that 60 speed, so you can actually move fairly well for being how tall you are, which is really nice this year. So we did get a little bit more speed on these 7'3s. We got a little bit of agility also to match our perimeter defense at 62. And of course, an 80 free throw. So when we go up with those takes in the paint, if we get fouled, hacked, whatever, we can finish a ton of and ones. Then we can knock them down at the line to convert those 3-point plays. And of course, the animations, the jump shot does not matter. The free throw I've been rocking is the underhand. This used to be locked at starter 3 last year, but you actually get it off rip this year, so that's really nice. Layup style is default big. It would have been cool to get a different layup style, but again, we don't have any driving layups, so we cannot get any type of layup. Dunk style we'll get into in a second. Our go-to shot, we can't do any of this stuff. Dribble, pull up, spin jumper, hop jumper, it really doesn't matter. Post fade also doesn't matter. Shaquille O'Neal, he has one really good smooth hook animation, but you have to be posted up in a certain way in order to get that. Post hop shot, we went with Dirk, but you're not shooting post hop shots on this build anyway. Motion style, we went with DeAndre Ayton. And of course, we don't have any pass style, we don't have a dribble style, any type of dribble styles at all. Again, we have 0 playmaking on this build and passing, but we can go with our triple threat style at pro. For the dunk packages, we got our rim grazers, we got our hand hangs, our basics, and we got 1 level of tomahawk. So I do have it upgraded to a 55 driving dunk, so you can get a few driving dunk packages, which is nice to have. Again, on the 1 foot moving dunks, rim grazers, I got the hangs that we can put on, basics, the double clutches, and the tomahawks. And of course, for our standing dunks, we put every single one on, both the regulars, the rim pulls, the athletics, the elite standing bigs, of course, and the pro standing bigs as well. And for our signature dunks, the only one that we can get, Shaquille O'Neal, but definitely worth it to have on. One of the most dominant big men of all time. Definitely want to throw that dunk package on there. And of course, we cannot get any type of alley-oop since we do not have a driving dunk high enough to get the pro package, which is a 70. But still, regardless, you can still get some standing putback dunks, and your guards can throw it up to you and you will lay it in. But again, not optimal to be throwing oops on this build. So now that we've ran through the attributes and the animations, let's get into this gameplay. All right, so here we've got a 44.21 rebound, 1 assist, and 3 block gameplay on 22 of 27 shooting, and we are matched up against a 6'10" stat sheet stuffer. Now, this is probably the absolute worst matchup for this build and the best matchup for my build. A 6'10" small power forward that looks like it's a bit offensive heavy, and again, only averaging about 3 rebounds per game. And as you see in there, I think it was 23 points and 22 rebounds at this point. But as I kept getting more of my finishing badges, I became more deadly in the paint as well too. And again, I played against so many different kinds of builds with this build, and a lot of people were concerned about the strength. Some people didn't like that I was 1 point away from brick wall, but you do have your cap breakers. If brick wall at the bronze level is really that important to you, go ahead and use your cap breaker, you can do that. But again, the way that this build plays, as you see here, the points that I'm averaging, the gameplays that I'm getting, you don't necessarily need brick wall. Again, it makes the screens a little bit more effective, but at the bronze level, look at the patience right there. And once again, Hall of Fame post up poet popping up right there. Legend Paint Prodigy. I'm pretty sure Masher would be tied into Paint Prodigy as well. I believe Fast Twitch would be. So again, you're just an absolute beast in the paint, and especially at 7'3". But shout out to TCB in the comment section on the build video for this build. He actually said that he decreased the wingspan, dropped the standing dunk, and then he was able to get a 75 3 ball and 80 mid-range. Now, that gave me some ideas, so I was like, oh my goodness, getting a 99 close shot with sharp shooting takeover, being able to stretch the floor. I took a look, I had to see what was up for that myself, and oh my goodness, I just created another monster for you guys to enjoy. This one is a pure inside, but the version that we are going to make is a 99 close shot, but we will be able to get that 75 mid-range and an 80 3 ball. Sorry, I got that mixed up. It's 75 3 ball and an 80 mid-range. So shout out to TCB in the chat. I believe he settled on a 7'2" version of the build, but I still wanted to keep 7'3" and get Legend Paint Prodigy with that 99 close shot. This build is going to be absolutely disgustingly OP as well. I also have another build in the works that's going to be like a 7'3" toxic inside masher stopper. Basically, you guys have seen this build before. It's the 7'2" break starter from last year. I was able to play a few games on it as well. Very first game, I got a triple-double. I think that build is going to be amazing for random rec center and random proving grounds as well too. You're going to be an absolute horse on the glass. You're going to have good playmaking. You're still going to get good finishing inside. So if your teammates keep missing, you can take it right back up, get a nice finish. And again, the cap breakers are going to make the build absolutely OP as well. But again, I missed the initial shot. I can just go ahead, get my rebound, and put it back in. And pretty much off the offensive rebounds, it's pretty much automatic. And again, if you guys haven't noticed, I have been extremely cheesing with this build because I actually have on real player percentage for my layups. So you don't even have to time anything. Now, it was weird because I was super frustrated on the first 7'3" build that I made with 92 close shot at 7'3". I was mistiming and missing standing layups at the rim. And then on the other end, I played against a build that was kind of similar to this build, and he kept mashing on me and he wasn't timing anything and he was making everything, and I was playing good defense. I was so pissed off, and then I would be wide open underneath the net or very lightly contested and against a smaller defender, whatever it might have been, and I was missing it. So now I was like, let me try this real player percentage on layups. And man, especially at 7'3", legend Paint Prodigy, like look at that. He even got a little bit of a bump animation. He kept me out the paint, but you're so big, it doesn't even matter. That max wingspan coming in handy right there too. I absolutely love those long swinging arm dunk animations. They are super satisfying. And again, abusing the dunk meter once again. I'm still getting a little bit used to the dunk meter. It is a little bit different how it disappears and you don't really get to see the green window, so you really have to make sure that you time your dunks properly and on time and perfectly every single time, since we don't know how big that green window is. So it's a little bit of an adjustment period as well. But again, legend Paint Prodigy at 7'3" is absolutely OP and insane. Once again, just grabbing the boards, taking it back up for our 42nd point. You really feel like Wilt Chamberlain in this back in the day, like just absolutely dominating the competition. And we are going to end the gameplay right here with 44 points and 21 rebounds. But like I said, I will be having a video that will be able to stop this build. I'm going to have another video where this build can get sharpshooting takeover as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those videos. They're going to be absolutely insane. Can't wait to drop those for you guys. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. Catch you in the next one. Peace.